Hey everybody, this is David B69. You can see there's only 6 days until the draft will occur. Kind of like really excited for the Major League Draft. Looking for some pitchers and possibly a right fielder. We're just kind of getting short on right fielders in our system, so hopefully we'll be able to find some things that we actually need in that draft that is upcoming soon. We got Wheeler on the hill today. Thinking we give Max a day off today. We'll just swap, not giving him a full day off, just having Marsh and left instead of him so he can get some more rest. And since we are having Wheeler start, I'm going to have Marchand come in and play catcher today. Just mainly trying to do a little bit of things to break things up here, the monotony. And hopefully that will work out for us. Hope everybody's doing fine. Please, as I said in the last episode, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed.
Hello and welcome.
I appreciate
Thanks for joining
it.
us. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend set. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Big storyline coming into this one is the tough stretch for one of their key players. He just can't seem to get it going at the plate recently, Chris.
Well, I think it's time to switch it up, Boog. He's due for a major breakout, and hopefully he can shake it off and get back to his old self today.
First pitch coming your way next. Coming up on the first pitch and on the hill, Zach Wheeler. How about a scouting report on him?
Leading off for
Comes
the
into
Reds,
this start
left
sporting
fielder,
a
Jake
lifetime
Fraley.
ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Jake Fraley, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now here is Matt McClain. That's a strike thanks to the sweeper. Fraley gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
And that misses. 2-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Man at first, one away. The pitch. On the ground, right side. Sneaks through, base hit. And the throw's offline, safe at third. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Jamer Candelario in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. Back here with my pal Singy. getting the nod on the mound, Brady Singer. And for whatever reason, he's been more effective on the road like this than at home, Chris.
Leading off.
Boog, I really think he likes being the villain. This is a guy that seems like he thrives off of the negative energy in those away ballparks and gets better the more hostile the crowd gets. So whatever the reason is, he's got good stuff combined with the right type of attitude, and I think that's why he's been so effective away from home this season.
Got him swinging.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. An 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one.
There's a swing and a drive. Caught just shy of the wall. And time now for the Phillies lineup. Seeing the numbers tell us this is an offense designed to swing it. They're not going to force a ton of action on the bases. And so obviously that is one of the focal points that we'll look at.
And you look at the quality of the at-bats because of the fact that the legs aren't a part of this game. They have to be very selective. Look for long pitch counts, grinding out at bat.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And caught on the warning track. We played an inning, no score. Second inning set to go. Now it's going to be TJ Friedl. There's a strike at the knees. Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes they'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
That one fouled off, 2-2. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
To first, and quickly one away in the second. In now for the Reds, Tyler Stevenson. Inside, and it's 1-0.
1-0.
And it's fouled away. On the ground to third. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Digging in, Christian Encarnacion Strand. And there's a foul ball. Second inning here, no score. Late on that fastball.
0-2.
Gets under it and pops it up. Stop under this one. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. So we head to the bottom of the second. This is Bryson Stott.
Second baseman.
Singer back to work. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Whips it to first. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Byron Buxton. Singing, you gotta appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And that one hammered way back there. And that one is gone. His 19th
And there is a
run of the
15
year. The Phillies
15 inning hitting streak now.
It's 1-0. That adds adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate, and clearly driving the ball with some authority is part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. The good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Max Kepler at the plate. 2 for 8 in the series so far. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
That misses the zone. Going to count 1 and 2.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
1 out, base is empty. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. And there's 2 down. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. No hits over his last 5 games.
Missed with a changeup. And that's
One
ball
ball,
1.
no strike.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. And that one misses up and in. And it's 2 and 1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that'll fall for a base hit. And digging in for Philadelphia, Rafael Marchand. Well struck right field. That one's back. And that ball is gone. He made him pay for that one. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 3-0.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
At the plate, Cody Clemens. Outside with a breaking ball. Foul ball. Swing and a foul straight back. 2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Top half of the 3rd inning, and now the DH, Spencer Steer. The other way, and foul ball. Steer in the 8th spot in today's lineup. And though usually in left field, today he's the designated hitter. Right through there for a strike.
Some guys don't like not being able to play defense because it helps them to stay in the rhythm. So for him to be the DH, we'll see if he gets a routine together.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
That pitch in for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. The 0-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Left fielder,
So
Jake
back to the top of the
Fraley.
Reds lineup. Jake Fraley, the next to hit for the Reds. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. That's out to center field. Nabs it, and that'll do it. Offense held in check there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Phillies 3 and the Reds nothing. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Shortstop, Trey Turner.
And that one fouled off.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
No, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow
Now
death. With
batting,
2 strikes, you're
first
looking to protect,
baseman,
and
Bryce
halfway to the plate, you
Harper.
know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Friedel racing over to make the catch.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Castellanos swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Swung on, belted. That one carrying into the shrubbery and gone. Bye-bye ball. Home run number 20 on the year. It's 4-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. A slider right down the middle of the plate. It's like slow motion for a hitter. You're just licking your chops, waiting for it to arrive, and you want to hit it a long way, and he did.
So 2 away with nobody on. Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Bryson Stott. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Headed towards the corner. Hines on the move. Long run, tracks it down. And that is the third out of the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
McLean.
Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double in the 4th.
Everything came together for him. As a hitter, there's not a whole lot better of a feeling than a double into the gap. Right off the bat, you know you...
Base open at first now. And here's the intentional walk. They might be trying to set up the double play with nobody out. Now batting Jamer Candelario. And that one off the outside edge. He was looking to come up with the shutdown inning. And off to a shaky start. And there's the strike. Swing and a ground ball. Over to Stott for 1. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Friedel stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
1-0.
This one in the air. Clemens. He's there. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. Reds leave 1. They're down 4-0. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture.
Center fielder, Byron Buxton.
That one fouled off.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Fires over to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Now batting Max Kepler. Fly to left his first time. Ball 1, no strikes. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where guys hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? To the right side, McLean. And a couple of quick outs.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
That one inside, and that is ball 1. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball. So a man aboard, and now for the Phillies, Rafael Marchand. He's already homered in this game. And there's a ball.
No strike.
And that one pulled foul. There's a swing and a miss. The Cincinnati bullpen has some movement. Sam Mole up and throwing for Terry Francona. Barlow getting loose as well. Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Out there. And that ends the inning.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
Back here in Philadelphia, and now the catcher comes up to him. Tyler Stevenson. That one missing inside.
Well, these Reds just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Next pitch misses. Ball 2. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
And a sweeper misses for a ball. Strike 2. Swings and misses. He notches strikeout number 150 this season.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt Frustration mounting and very high right now.
2 down, nobody on. He swings and fouls one off. 1-1 now. Fought off foul.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Nobody left for Cincinnati. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Back at Citizens Bank Park, and now Rafael Marchand.
Catcher Rafael Marchand.
Singer back to work. And he swings over the top there.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And a foul ball. 0-2 now. And misses inside. And he hits a ground ball right side. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Cody Clemens. And first offering is fouled off. Bases empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. That pitch gets the corner, and it's 0-2.
Now pitching for Cincinnati.
Sam Mole, ready or not,
Number
in
50.
the game now after the injury.
Sam Mole.
He's into the game with the bases empty. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So the Philly batting order turns over. Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. The shortstop takes the ball.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
The 1-1. Next offering is outside. 2 outs, base is empty. That's to third. And it finds its way through for a hit.
Now batting.
2 outs,
the
runner at
baseman,
first.
Bryce
Here comes Bryce Harper.
Harper.
0 for 2 in this one. Pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Harper working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers.
Runner, yes,
The
yes.
kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Man on second, 2 down. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Well, we've seen him flex some impressive power this season, and there's still a lot of time to go. If he can keep up this pace, he's on.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for Philadelphia. All set for the top of the 6th.
Leading
And now the
off
right
for the
fielder,
Reds,
Reese
right
Hines.
fielder, Reese Hines.
And that's outside. And that's ball 1. And there's the strike.
1-1.
Very high with that one. 2-2. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. So the batting order turns over. Jake Fraley, the next to hit for the Reds. First pitch, not close.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Here's a 1-1. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. The Reds down by 4, and we're the top half of the 6th. Gets a piece and stays alive. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control,
Now batting
autopilot, just
second baseman,
dominating
Matt
these hitters.
McClain.
It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
McClain in the box again. Takes a strike. Two outs. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
On the ground to short. Turner with the throw to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Phillies 4 and the Reds nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. Swinging a foul out of play. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Bryson Stott will hit next. And that one popped in the air, left field. Fraley flashes the leather on the run and catch.
Well, those can be pretty
Now
fun as an
batting,
outfielder. Got to put it into
center
his
fielder,
highest
Byron
gear and go a
Buxton.
long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that extends the inning. Next is the designated hitter, Max Kepler. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Now batting.
Now a chance
left
for
fielder,
Brandon Marsh.
Brandon
He's
Marsh.
2 for 2. And the
1-0.
first offering is not close. And that's in there at the knees. Laser could be trouble. 1 run across. Headed for the plate. The relay, it's offline. The run comes in, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. And digging in for Philadelphia, Rafael Marchand. That's inside.
1 ball, no strike.
Slides, but he can't come up with it. Marsh around third. Now a long throw home. It's off the mark, and he scores.
Comes through with the RBI. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Sam Mole out of the game, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for
The
Cincinnati.
left-hander on now, Andrew
number
Abbott.
41.
And with the big
Andrew
deficit on the
Abbott.
scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Stepping in, Cody Clemens. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that's just foul. Marchand, the runner at first with 2 gone. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
1 strike.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Next pitch is outside, and that's ball 3. Trey Turner next to bat for Philadelphia. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That
Now
keeps this inning alive,
shortstop,
puts a runner in the
Trey
scoring position,
Turner.
and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
And first offering is fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. Good job at damage control right there. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits. No errors, but 2. Welcome back as we
Leading
take a
off
look at their
for the
upcoming
Reds,
schedule.
Shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
Fastball for a strike. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch.
That was a good, hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back there. Out of here. His 13th home run of the season, and they're on the board. It's 7-1.
That gives this offense something to celebrate for the first time in this one. The great pitchers are able to tease the outside part of the zone with the breaking ball. That means that it looks like it's going to be a strike, but finishes off the plate. Well, that one finished on the outer half, but caught just too much of the plate and hit for a home run.
TJ Friedl, the next to hit for the Reds. First pitch, and he just misses. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
You usually are going to
Now
see that
batting
inside
catcher,
fastball a
Tyler
little longer
Stevenson.
coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Check swing, called strike. And they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Out to short. Trey Turner gloves it. On to first. That's out number 3. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 7-1. Welcome back. Taking a
Leading
look at our
off
game
for
summary.
the Phillies, first baseman Bryce Harper.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. And they add to the lead. It's 8-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Got to keep that front shoulder closed and your body square to the plate, especially when you're facing a left-hander. He did all those things until the very last moment where that hip just popped. Hands came through, nice little lag to it. Carried out nicely.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. He's already homered here in this one. He was late there, strike one.
You know, these Phils, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
That
One
one
ball,
not
2
close.
strikes.
It's a ball and 2 strikes.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
That one ripped. And that gets down into the gap. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his 2nd hit.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
And now Bryson Stott lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Fraley right there to make the grab. Runner tags at second. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only 1 out. Byron Buxton digs in now. And that's off
That's
the inside edge. And it's 1-0. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1.
One away with a runner at third. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Next pitch
2-1.
way upstairs. Just off the inside edge.
Really
Three
good
balls,
take, especially with
2
2 strikes.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 2 gone. Max Kepler stands in for the Phillies. 1 for 3. And a foul ball. Runner at third, 2 away. They say you win.
0-2.
That one 95 to finish him off. Bryce Harper brings the power for Philly. Still a lopsided affair at 8-1. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
And that's down and away.
2 balls,
Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these
3 and
teams
2.
have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that K brings him into double digits for the game.
Designated hitter,
And the batter now, Spencer Steer. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with one away. Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
Hines in the box now. No balls and a strike.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon boot. And
Big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. And that's outside.
This isn't a pitcher that softens up when he starts to show signs of fatigue. I mean, his stuff stays sharp. Makes these at-bats more difficult than they normally would be against other pitchers at this stage of the game. Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 2. And down on strikes. And he's up to 12 strikeouts on the day. So 1 left for Cincinnati. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh.
Left fielder, Brandon Marsh.
Abbott back to work. Foul ball there. And the lefty with the 0-1. Headed towards the corner. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. And a swing and a miss. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. And now the switch hitting catcher, Rafael Marchand. And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. Line drive. 2 down. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Cody Clemens. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. That'll make it out of here. That one felt good. His 4th home run of the season. And they add a run. It's 9-1. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient and waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Now the Reds manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Andrew Abbott gives way, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Pitching for
New
Cincinnati.
pitcher for the Reds, Tony
Number
Santillan.
64.
Well, he struggled quite a
Tony
bit, so
Santillan.
this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Here's Turner now. And that is out of play. Two down, nobody on. Swinging a foul straight back. Swing and a bouncer towards third. The throw to first, inning over. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. Last chance coming up for the Reds.
Now pitching
We're
for
back.
the Phillies.
It's the top of the ninth, and there's a
Number
new pitcher on the
43,
mound, Joe Ross.
Joe.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
McLean leading things off and takes a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Just missed. Smoked on the ground a second. Stott over to
he's
first
out.
in time. Now one
Now
gone
batting.
in the ninth.
Shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
Ellie De La Cruz now at the plate. First pitch swinging. Ross, a 6'4" righty, 245 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
De La Cruz, the base runner at first with 1 out. Outside with a breaking ball. Ground ball could be 2. Turner to second. The double play ends it right here.
A little sigh of relief for the pitcher there, ending the ball game with a nice double play. You always love when you can get 2 for 1, especially when it wraps up the ball game. Nice win for this team today.
9-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
And what an easy victory this was. This is, without a doubt, a nice blowout. Wheeler did a tremendous job, struck out 12. We got home runs up and down the lineup, which you love to see. We just punished the Cincinnati Reds, showing that they don't not belong. They don't belong in our atmosphere. You can see everybody got a hit except for Stott. Stott's struggling a little bit. It's okay. He'll work himself out of it. But home runs from Buxton, Harper, Castellanos, Clemens, and Marchand. And a stolen base by Turner. Yeah, great day. Great ball game. We did really, really well today. Very happy with our performance. Let's see if there's any surprises coming up for us. Nope, no trade offers. Do you want to? What is it? Transactions completed from the Reds. Okay, well they didn't put the pitcher on the injured list, so he must be okay. So I was actually kind of just curious about it because they took him out of the game early, so figured I'd check it out. Anyways, until next time, this is David B69 saying have a great day, everybody. Peace. I'm out.